put it. Come on, Pauline. You know what
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Here she is.
Got two songs. Like you got Pauline, 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 Pauline.
Oh dear.
Pauline. We've already had Make Me Smile. Was it? Give me sunshine.
All right. Yeah, we need that this morning.
Yeah, it's not so good, is it?
No.
I'm not fast.
No.
Tomorrow's
The gardens need it. Not that we've had that much, but
yeah. I drove round taking the dog for a walk in a minute earlier on. Coming back and I thought all the trees looked so much nicer and green.
yeah.
They need a sprinkling, and it's like
Yeah.
I got up early and took all the plants from the conservatory and threw them out the back, let them get some proper water on.
Rainwater.
Cheaper that way.
True.
It just amazes me how everything all of a sudden the trees come out.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like you've not noticed it, have
Yeah,
you? They're
I
just
know.
there. Yeah, looks lovely.
Yeah.
I like spring, it's nice.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, we've had some nice days actually, haven't we?
Yeah. Have you been down the beach yet, Pauline?
Yes, I have. Actually, Jack and I went down yesterday for about 3
lovely.
hours. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it was lovely. Yeah.
Were you the only ones there?
We were actually in our beach hut, but I went down last Thursday for a couple of hours, and there was loads of people in the beach hut then, but there was nobody yesterday. So.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Dan.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's nicer when it's not too busy, isn't it?
That's right. I know. I like this time of year when there's no kids around, and
that's it.
Like you say, not so many people.
That's it.
I was out litter picking 20 minutes ago.
Here comes Joyce. Everybody's here now.
Yeah.
I walked the dog around the cricket ground last night, after dinner, and I saw these youths kicking football and having a sort of, they had some bottles, and I said to Mel at the time, I said, better bring a bag in the morning. So true enough, they didn't let me down.
They left all the bottles.
I went over there this morning, well, just now, and it's like, I don't know, about 3 or 4 cans, three pint bottles of empty bottles, and a few crisp bags.
I had them all in files.
Yeah.
I forgot. I was going out the door, and I said, if we've got a carrier, I must take a carrier bag, and went in the car. I'm totally oblivious to pick it up because I know what they're like this time of year. And I forgot the blooming carrier bag, so I had to use doggy bags. Took 4 doggy bags to pick it all up. So I'm walking around the park with armfuls of doggy bags, trying not to break them. Well, I've got this theory. Well, it's not a theory. I think it's true. It wasn't me that invented it. It was John Arthur. I think he's a famous English fisherman, coarse fishing. And he always says, regarding litter, if you walk past it, you're as bad as the person that put it there.
Oh.
That's telling us.
Well, no, in a way, I know what he means.
Yeah, that is true.
It's your environment too. You should pick it up. The fact that they're brainless morons is neither here nor there. One day they'll wake up. Cool, things I used to do. I used to do it. We all did it when we were numbskulls or not the wiser. These things happen. When you're 17, 18, got your first car and you're out playing football on the cricket pitch.
Yeah, you don't care about anything else.
There's only 2 things you got in your mind, isn't it? Being naughty and girls, or boys and whatever it is. Not much else going on around now. Well, and it's especially this time of year if you've just finished your O levels or if, you know, you're studying that. So from that point of view, Mel was made some sort of, well, look, let's discuss. It's just what you'd expect them to do, really. Sometimes they used to go over to Stampit Marsh and park in the car park next to the marsh, and the number of times that people have gone there, gone to McDonald's, drove there and just sat there in the car, ate their meal and just throw it all outside the window. You know, just do it. I learned to it was years ago, I used to take Elvis for a run round Steamer Point, Cyclist Castle, down the steps and then along the beach back up the other end. And there was a little old lady and she used to do it every day. She used to walk around there with carry a bag picking it all up.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nice.
that's the right thing to do. So don't throw your litter outside my house, otherwise you'll get
Oh,
How is everyone? Are we all
Yeah.
well?
yeah, you? You've been enjoying your breakfast there?
Mm. Yeah,
Good.
just a bag of veggie crisps.
All right.
Another one.
No such thing as breakfast in the morning. I haven't
Oh,
got time.
no.
How are you, Anne?
Morning, Chris. Yeah, not too bad, Tar. About
Good.
the same.
Morning,
Oh,
Gordon.
Gordon.
Out the same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to the doctor?
No, Thursday.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mm.
Check again.
Yeah.
Did you get a quicker appointment?
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mine's
Yeah,
a
3
month.
weeks. But hey,
You kind
it's
of
not
get
life-threatening.
Yeah, it's annoying though.
It is very annoying.
Yeah.
Is it an actual doctor you're going to see?
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
in person.
Normally I have to go and see the practice nurse first.
Mm.
The strange thing is though, you go to a doctor and the place is empty.
Oh, yeah.
They only have
Yeah.
him sort of one at a time. And where's
I know.
everybody gone? Used to
I know,
go
it's-
there with like 20, 30 people in the room, but now it's just one.
Mm.
That's why it takes so long to see anybody.
Yeah, I've no idea. It's all up the creek, isn't it?
Yeah, dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you found getting
Mhm.
your medicine? Mine took 5 weeks to come through this time.
Yeah.
It's awful if you want it in a rush.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
chemists down here, they were 3 weeks behind.
Wow.
Crikey.
Yeah. Our
Yeah.
chemist is the same. We're with Boots chemists.
Oh, yeah, we're with Boots.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Boots
Yeah.
is the best. Yeah. Yeah, you can't get anything instantly. No.
I don't know why. Why is that all
I have
changed?
no idea.
Bad management.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we had 3 chemists in town and they shut one down, so we've only got 2. And they're building 500 houses.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense at all.
But like our Boots, we go in, we're still queuing. Nobody goes in to buy anything. It's all
Yeah,
prescriptions.
it is. Yeah.
Mm.
And they all say, "Oh, you've done it on time."
Yeah.
And then I go in 2 weeks later. Oh, it's only just come through. They
Yeah.
lie to you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I say, well, I want this desperately. Oh, well, we'll have it done by Friday or something. Oh,
Yeah, it's always tomorrow or the
The
day
same
after.
person that comes in behind you, they say the same thing.
yeah.
Get it done by Thursday.
Yeah.
You
But I
can't
don't know
decide-
why. Yeah, why has it got so bad? It never used to be. I mean, what's the excuse now?
And we're seeing less doctors. There should be less prescriptions.
Well, everybody
Yeah.
phones up, don't they? Really?
Yeah, it's just silly. It's just gone to pot.
Oh, well, never mind.
I get mine online. I just order it online and a little man comes and delivers it.
Me too.
All right.
Yeah, I do. Well, pharmacy to you. Is that what you do?
Yeah, I
Well,
used to
Oh.
have that. But the trouble
Yeah.
is,
How
I
sh-
often wasn't in, and they'd leave it with a neighbour. You know, you have to give a trusted neighbour. But if they weren't in, it was stuffed. So,
All right. So how do you go about doing that then?
You
Do they
get it.
come on
you have
time?
to
Does it-
register.
Well,
Yeah.
you can, if you order it well in advance, then you know you should get it.
What you order through them? You
Yeah,
don't go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
right.
online.
Well, if you go
Yeah.
to your doctor's website, it'll have a link to
Mm.
prescription services. And
Yeah,
you
that's true.
can
yeah.
either there's two. There's one link to the doctor and the NHS of also you can go through the NHS. If
All
you,
right.
you need things like your NHS number, which is on a prescription anyway.
Hang on. I'm being called.
Pause.
Yeah, mine's a repeat prescription, and I just get a text to say when it's ready to collect. So
Dish like that.
Yeah, they used to text
Super.
us, but they've stopped doing that now. They haven't got time to text now.
no, mind you, I say that, but I've changed. I used to collect it from the pharmacy by the doctors,
Mm.
but I found that that wasn't very reliable, and it's also further. So now I get it. The prescription goes to Tesco's at Tower Park, which is nearer.
Mm.
And yeah, that's a good point actually. I'll wait and see if I do get a text, because I always used to from Lloyd's.
Yeah,
But I might not from Tesco's. But
yeah,
I know when it's due. So
yeah. This was Boots, but they've stopped.
yeah, it's
Well,
a
I was-
nuisance, isn't it?
I was worried this last week because I got this back pocket notebook. It's actually called a back pocket notebook, and I always keep it in my back pocket like you should.
Yes.
And inside it's got I just keep things like my sort code, the account number, NHS number, and a national insurance number, little things like that. A couple of passwords.
Better
Mails
not lose it then.
Well, there's nothing there that if I did lose it. I thought, oh God, it's fallen out my pocket while I was running the dog. And then I thought, well, there isn't my name and address isn't in it.
Oh right.
Yeah, so there's
You've got
no way of
account numbers and
identifying.
sort codes.
No, I mean you can have all the numbers.
Yeah.
They're okay. Your bank code and sort code. Well, if you want to put some money in your account, feel free. You know? The way I look at it. But then Mel said, I think it was yesterday afternoon. This is over a week ago. Yesterday afternoon, I'd resolved that not to see it again. And yesterday, Mel came out, stuck her head outside while I was out in the garden. She went, "Ooh, look at my phone." Of course, it goes in your back pocket, and I've changed my trousers and put it in the wash with it still in the back pocket.
Yeah.
First, and I've had that one for quite a few years now. It's
Yeah.
got my dental appointment in it. I noticed. If somebody wants to go to that for me, well,
I wouldn't say no to a dental appointment.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that's
having
true.
trouble.
Oh, my dentist left.
Ah.
I think it was November. And I was told to phone in February, not been replaced. Phone in March, not been replaced. So I'm due to phone again. And I've got all fingers and toes crossed because it's now a year since I've seen a dentist.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
Kathy
is it?
can't get a dentist anywhere, not an NHS one.
it's
No,
horrendous.
there's
Yeah.
nothing in Blandford.
No.
Gordon's
She
just-
lost hers when she moved. I don't. Yeah, she notified them her change of address, but for some reason she missed an appointment anyway, a checkup, and then it was lockdown, and they just decided that she wasn't a patient
Yeah.
anymore. So
Oh,
they
Right.
Write you off.
chopped her off the list.
my
When she
goodness.
genuinely she broke her tooth the other day, rang the dentist, and he said, "No, you're not registered with us anymore."
Oh dear.
So she can't find a dentist anywhere.
No, it's awful.
No, she can't find
Oh,
one
God.
anywhere.
With Gordon, they just shut down the whole caboodle. It was in Diplomat House, and they've just given it up.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
Yeah, it's really bad. They're just trying to get everybody to go private, aren't they?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Been like that for a while, but it's getting
Yeah.
worse. It's like doctors.
Yeah.
There's just not enough of them.
No, that's right. Mm.
Apart from all that, we had a good day on Sunday. First event out with Animal Canopy.
Oh
we
yes, of
went
course.
to,
Yeah.
we went to Upton Park, and it was like a dog show.
Yeah.
Loads of stalls there. And we managed to raise £230. So
Brilliant.
Oh,
That's
that's
very
good. Well
good.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well
that
done.
was good.
Yeah.
That was
Lovely day.
just a tombola. Yeah, we did very well.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it was lovely to be out doing it again.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, look, we're going to get hungry again.
Oh dear.
I haven't done mine yet.
I think if there's a, I don't know, I think if there's a prize, it would be, the prize wouldn't be for the burger, it would be for the person that does the plate.
I know, that plate was a nightmare.
Awful.
It would have been easier to do a willow pattern one, I think.
Yeah.
I think I've scrubbed mine off 2 or 3 times up to now. I've tried painting it white. That didn't
That
work.
burger meat looks very realistic.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know.
Whose
who-
is this?
That is mine, but it's the
Right.
lettuce that isn't good. I didn't
Oh, I
get
think
that.
yours is good. You're getting really
Yeah.
good, Pauline.
Yeah, very
Sorry
good.
about that, but
Mm.
I think I was
find
thinking
fault
about
with
the
something,
lettuce.
don't we?
Well, I was thinking about it earlier on today, and looking at mine, and I was thinking it looked a little bit light and fading. And I thought, well, lettuce can be like that. It's not always bright and thing. And then I thought, well, the way to do it is the classic watercolor thing: is to look at the object, same as what we're going to do
Blondie.
today. Look at the object and pick out the lightest shade or hue of the object you're trying to paint. So if it's lettuce, look at the lettuce and look at, it'll have 2 things. It'll have a highlight on it, or some highlights which are practically white, and there'll be a color next to it which is really, really faint, and that's the color you paint the whole blimmin' blessed thing with first. And then then you can drop in the
dark
then
bits.
and then look at the nearly darks and the not quite so darks, and just drop them in, and the lettuce forms from there. But it looks fine to me.
Yeah,
That's
looks very,
good.
very tasty.
Yeah.
The bun's good at the top as well.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Bun is lovely. Yeah, really good.
I had to make one for my tea that night. I've been staring at it all day, and I thought it's no good. I've got that.
Oh,
Oh, that's good as
Yeah, that's a
well.
good plate.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Joyce did the plate
Oh yeah, of
really
course.
well.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really good.
Oh, I didn't like my background.
It was hard, isn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I rather wish I'd gone for more red than purple.
Yeah, my one I had.
It matches the onion.
Oh, true. That's a good point.
I think one point, one day during the week, I masked the burger and the plate out all the way around with masking fluid, and then had another go at the background. But the problem is, or what you've got to keep reminding yourselves is, apart from Chris, that it's watercolor. You're not going to get a solid, don't look at the flipping photo. It's solid color. You're just not going to get it. That richness. At one point I was thinking, I'll go out in the cabin and get the acrylic inks in and let those do.
Oh God.
Now they dry solid, or fairly good, fairly opaque.
Oh wow.
Gordon's he's been using that sepia stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's good.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's quite good. I like the back of the plate on that. It's nice.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of shadow depth to it. But who's looking at the plate anyway? To be quite frank,
Yeah. We should have just stuck it on a table. It would have been
Well, the
easier,
object,
wouldn't
the
it?
exercise,
Tomatoes are good.
Yeah.
yeah, I thought to me the object was to have something that you could put in a
That you could eat.
in Yeah, in a restaurant, display in a restaurant, in a kitchen, in the conservatory, somewhere where there's food around, and it would look.
You actually prepare that burger yourself, Dave, or not?
No, it came from. At some point, I must have joined Phil. I can't remember his name now. They used to do the Art Tutor website. Always had a Liverpool. They come from Liverpool. It started off with his dad, then his son took it over, and now that's gone pear-shaped, or they've stopped doing it. Doing something else. I don't know. Maybe there's subscriptions went right down low, and he said it came how to do a burger, I think, or something, and I just pinched his photo. I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Always look on the lookout for new subjects, and if they send me them reference images like that, they're saying have a go, aren't they? So there's no worry about it. That's Chrissy B. I've put up on the.
That's a good one.
No, that's nice.
Good, yeah.
But she can get the background how we want it.
I was hoping to distract from the plate. I figured it's a paper plate and it got a bit bent.
Yeah.
It's the way, yeah. I think they all, I don't know, they're all looking pretty good to me. That, I'm not sure, that cheese is pretty yellow. Is that Dairy Lee?
That's vegan.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Those cheese slices are very bright yellow.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's all of that one. Today's fun. Who are Mrs.
Are those pictures left on there or not?
No.
I'm not looking forward to this. I can't stand him.
Oh dear. Oh.
Have your windows clean, Paulie?
Oh,
Got a window
yeah.
cleaner,
Oh
Paulie?
yes, yes, sorry, yes. He's doing my gutters and my fascias and also my windows as well.
Yeah.
So you'll probably see him a bit. Oh yeah, I can see it now in the reflection.
Oh, is it?
But then it distracts you.
Oh dear.
It always wore. I was saying to Mel yesterday, Arcilla was always, she was always friendly with gay men. She started off, her best mate was Frankie Howard, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Then it was Dale Winton.
Total screen look.
And who was her other? Paula Grady.
Yeah.
She has a. It just seemed. I don't know. I was curious. Oh no!
Oh dear, that'd be hard. That one.
Well, they're all much of a muchness, really. It's not about the figure anyway. It's about doing some, having a bit of a challenge, isn't it? I
From that corner to that corner is this computer.
I don't know if it. He always used to wear a rug, didn't he? And I could never see is it
a rug,
good rug or the one I've got on the black and white one. You can see he's not done a good job there. Anyway, we'll have a look. Hang on, that's wrong camera.
You've got an orange.
I know. I've got.
He's been tangled.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a problem. Hang on. I'll be back.
Bye bye.
Get one afterwards.
David had a busy weekend. He was saying he had 4 dance floors. He had to, deliver, install, take up, and, clean everything. and the biggest one was up 2 flights of stairs.
Oh gosh.
Absolutely exhausted.
Mm.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, I think each panel was about
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Also,
Oh, that's
Looks like a balloon that's been painted.
it is a what I was doing. Oh, I don't know. What was I doing? I think it was yesterday, last night, and I thought I was just sat here. I thought, oh, let's do a doodle. See if I've got a routine.
Gosh.
Dog chorus.
Mm.
Go through that later.
Leo, come on.
There's a big dog over the park this morning. Oh, blimey, it's like a Shetland pony. It was really friendly. It wanted to chat with Frodo.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he does really well. There was a dog there yesterday evening going absolutely mad. It lost the plot. It obviously seen a squirrel
Oh.
tree, and this dog, he wasn't having it. He wanted to jump up a tree, and he ran going mad. Crazy.
I took Leo out on his own this morning because it was raining and Ralphie's not that bothered. And normally, as you hear, he goes absolutely mental when he hears postman. And I was on my own with Leo and he totally ignored him. So I've just come to the conclusion that he's just protecting Ralph.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he does. He looks
The
after Ralph.
postman couldn't believe it. He said, Mummy, he said, I might even come over for a stroke. I said, don't push your luck. I said, just, slowly. But yeah, totally different.
Yeah.
Others. I'm all organised today. Right. Got a new bit of blue on my palette. This is the cobalt blue. Cobalt turquoise, isn't it? I've put Terry's golden sunset yellow, or whatever it is, golden yellow, and that was a lemon yellow. I just squirted them in the thing and see what would happen. That's a different photo to the picture I've sketched anyway. It's the trouble with black and white, isn't it? Never mind. Interesting. Maybe I did. This right. How about that one? Paint from a different picture to what I've drawn. I'll stick with the normal routine. I'm determined to find a routine to paint these. I'm thinking about 20 years I might have got there. The cobalt. I don't like sticking dirty brushes in my water. So I use the spray bottle if I can. A little bit of warm red. Not warm red, carmine, magenta, Algerian crimson. Give us a nice neutral tone. Everybody's skin's blue underneath. The colour of blood, isn't it? Right. I think I was, if you go to some of the old masters' portraits and that, some of the skin tone on them is like green. You know, I can't make up my mind Make up my mind, I guess. Because I'm using the arches paper, I think. I'm just going to make it down everywhere, apart from the eyes. And the hair, I'm not worried about that yet. Just want to make it down because the type of paper it is. Just think damp paper gives us a little bit of leeway. Yes. I'm only worried about fresh. Oh, wow, no, Mrs. Titter, titter, speak to Francis. Oh, no, yes, no, oh, yeah. He never, Barry Quire used to write his scripts, I think. A lot. There's a lot of comedians can't write, don't write their own stuff. Not many Buck Monk cases around. But Dennis Waterman passed away.
Yeah.
That was bad. I like them. Anyway, yeah, I Minder, wasn't it? He was in there. New Tricks, I used to watch him more often on that with that lady with blonde hair, Amanda somebody. It's good acting, you know. What are we going to do next then? Wow, this is it. We mixed up some of that neutral tape. I think we're going for an early match today. Have faith.
Have faith, yeah.
And then I'm just going to use this neutrals to find some. What I've done with my sketch is I went through, I added extra pencil lines, shaded bits where the shadows were I thought were assumed were shadows. So I'm just going to add, I'll just tweak it there really. Squinting my eyes up, looking for areas of shadow. In actual fact, this helps Chris because that's the way she used to paint it. Because that's the method. The method. Can't remember what is what did call these videos? North. It's dark here, isn't it?
Hello. All that bit.
Hello? I've been in an accident. We will get those phone calls, don't we? It's just a boring process for it. Well, in actual fact, it is the most. I suppose you could say most important one. It does work quite well, but if you haven't got the turquoise, it doesn't matter because you can use burnt sienna and blue. Will give us a nice neutral tone. You don't have some eyebrows, this bloke, you know. Serious. Wow. What can you do with it? The Just a bit in the eye socket. Please don't go in the eye, white in the eye. Eyelids rather than socket. I remember last time I did doing this, the paint, it looked better at this stage than it did when I finished it. I thought. I heard from Ray Tall Joyce.
Sorry?
You haven't heard from Ray about Mary at all?
No, I haven't. No.
It's okay, that's good. You know, sometimes you just pottering around and thought comes into your head and you think, oh, not that I'm that psychic, but it's almost like you get those thoughts for a reason.
Mm.
You can spend a little bit extra time. This brush is that evergreen number 5 round. I use these a lot. I know I'm supposed to be painting watercolors. And these royal blend brushes. I don't know why they seem to have a nice feel to them. The flat one's really nice as well. I'm going to get bogged down with the background today. I don't care. I think I'm going to stick to watercolors. It's just these neutrals, tones I'm trying to build up. Every time you think of crap bits, you look at it and see another sort of shadowy type area.
Very good with the shadow.
The more I paint it, the more I think. I've noticed the more of these portraits you do, the more the figure doesn't. No, what's the word? Not done. The more you get to know the subject. It sounds. I always used to think that's all bloody arty, farting rubbish, but it's not. Actually, you start seeing because at a certain stage of the picture, you start seeing different people or different. You don't see the same person. It's really hard to put your finger on it. Anyway, this is just, I say, using that neutral tone, trying to build up. And so I think the more time you can spend doing this, what you do have to watch out for is highlights. You can almost instantly, where there are no highlights. But where there are, you need to just leave them alone. Just make it really over here is on this side. I'm saying that, but I haven't actually got the photo. So the one that's on the desk. It's got some frame lines there. I noticed when I was sat down on the computer, in front of the computer sketching it, that they seem to go just, where they, but they actually go right up to the top. I did yesterday. So put some body on his hair when I get it. Now, think what I'm going to do. Actually, what I'm thinking about it, I'll put a little bit of brush. A watercolor type brush. While I'm in this position, I'm just going to make them his eyes lamp. Just add a little hint of little hint. Stands out like a bleacher bleak. Just pop it in. I think I pop it off. It's one of those things. As you painting, it makes you feel more comfortable. Yeah, what was saying? Oh, right. Bit of hair colour. Green. I don't know what green it is. Viridian and something else. They're sort of Viridian and might be sap green. A little bit of red. Alzerian crimson. Gives you an opportunity to starts off warm. Just to make it sound. Just got this nice. Got this sort of brown colour. Just look at some dark bits. Which is incredible. It just picks up so much paint.
I can't actually see you doing that. It's chopped off. That's
Doesn't show.
That's better.
better.
I was doing a different scale yesterday. Sorry about that. Just when I got you on my side, on my team. No, that wasn't the thing I was umming about. It was the fact that not that much. Just one bit more. But you can see that turquoise, cobalt turquoise. You add red to it. It's not off of flesh, is it? It gives a sort of fleshy tone. No, what it was. Might be. It's just a bit I wanted to put. Squinting your eyes. The thing about his hair was burnt sienna and a little bit of Alzerian crimson gives you that sort of really reddy colour, reddy brown colour. So that was what I was thinking about, adding some that to it. Early lunch today. Oh no, it's coming. I'm not going to go the whole hog. I'm just going to put a few bits in. Set the scene for the masterpiece to come. And he has got spikes on his hair as well, so goodness knows what I'm going to do about the background. Just leave it. I can pick out a couple of those dark. That was green. And red. Green and crimson gives us that sort of. Just I don't want to put too much on.
There was some buy some stamps. We got any stamps?
Yeah,
Unless you want to stick on one.
I was doing this. It's a nice. I want a nice pale flesh tone. So I just don't think it's much. I want to use that crazy mop brush. Just look at start at the top of the. God, that's trying doing it to do it while before everything's dried completely. Just drop it in. Some flesh
Been
tone.
very good, hasn't it? Nice and soft.
Leo didn't pass his 11 plus.
Oh,
I got the letter this morning from his mum, but he did really well. It's remarkably well, in fact. Considering he did revise. Well, he did. He came over to see me 2 days, 2 afternoons after he'd been to school, and he was only about 30 marks away from getting entry to Bournemouth Grammar.
I can't believe he's that old already.
Anyway, so I'm really proud of him. I'm astonished because I spent, to say, I spent, I don't know, three hours or so over the course of a couple of days last week, just going through past exam papers with him on verbal reasoning, which is a big one, and thinking, you know, we were doing quite well.
It's good.
It is good, and I think he's good at. Apparently, his mum says he's excellent at maths, and his maths result on the test was like way up. It was the top subject. It was the one subject that I didn't revise with him. I didn't think it was necessary because his mum said he's good at maths, so I didn't go over that. But just as well, because she's right, didn't need it.
Mhm.
Very good. I used to like maths.
Oh, I hated it.
I used to love
Worst
maths.
subject. Absolutely hated maths.
I
I can't do it now, but I used to love it.
was going to say, usually when you hate something, it's like, I don't know, it's like not everybody wants to play football for Tottenham Hotspur and things like that. Everything's relevant, isn't it? It's sort of relative to how you are. And you've got to have a natural
I liked English and geography. They were my favourite
skill.
subjects.
Yeah, everyone's got.
I never got on with geography.
I loved geography.
Well, always thought, to me, I always thought of it as a soft subject.
Ooh.
It's probably
Well,
why I liked it.
because it wasn't like maths. You know, well, I'm not saying you're wrong to think that. I'm just saying that's how I used to view it, as a soft subject. Not that it wasn't. They're all as important or unimportant as each other anyway.
Yeah.
No, I can't remember. So long ago, Chrissy. I can't remember half the things anyway.
It is quite a while ago.
I'm adding. I was Rose Madder. I was here in Crimson. What colour it was. But I'm just playing with water now. Too much blue.
On one of the pictures, he's got really horrible skin, hasn't he? Really spotty and
Well, very little spots.
We don't do that. Oh gosh.
Never a spot.
just look horrible.
Oh dear.
I noticed that. I've drawn them in, but I've not popped them. I haven't highlighted them at all yet. Maybe I'm feeling I shouldn't. Someone tilted at an angle. Whoops, wrong one. A little bit more red. A little bit of fresher tone. But if you haven't, just to prove the point, if we haven't got fresh, raw sienna, a little bit of raw sienna, grab it. Mine's got it's solid, and a little bit of Alzira Crimson or Rose, you get just as nice a fresh tone. Beauty of doing it when it's really wet or damp like this, you can sort of, the water does some of the work for you. I've changed my brush, am I? I don't know why did I do that? Just build it up. Slowly but slowly. Put this palette down. One of those sort of niche type people that likes to hold the palette. Like Michelangelo might have listened.
Or is it just switching off?
No, he just
Switching off, is it?
likes to play. Okay. Always sing it.
Trying to lift off a few bits, but I think I might have gone a bit strong. Here we go. Very much. Resisting grabbing a river or a small brush at the moment. I'm determined to do as much as possible with this little fella. But who are Mrs. No. Titter, titter. You're supposed to sing and talk and become the person that you're painting while you're.
Oh, no.
No. Titter, no. Yes. Used to do that a lot. Pretend I was Frank. I wonder if that's his real name. You can't tell these things. Stick your arm on his lips. Sorry, mate. Lost my makeup. It's ironic, really. Last time I was using this paper, I was whinging about how fast it absorbs the paper. The dry off so quick. And that seemed to be hanging in there a bit longer. Well, I'm gonna try and touch it here. Oh, I know what the problem is. Thinky. Of course. It's not the same picture. painted a different picture than the one I'm looking at. Oh, wow.
That's a bit
See that?
silly, David.
I just put some water in that red paint. This stuff is lethal, it really is. I think before I had Alzerian crimson on top and permanent, or the rose madder or whatever it was underneath. So I'd been cushioned to some effect from the series, what I used to term the suicide colour. I seem to have gone down into it now, so I'm getting some serious reds. Don't know why. I'm tempted to put more. There. And his eyebrows. Beauty of painting it this way, in my mind, is when it dries, you can just use your wigger and tease more, or add to the nice more facial features if you want or not. See how damp it is? Just put a little bit of on his lip and it just went, oh gosh. Just mopping paint up now. Crazy. Sometimes you get a nice effect though, don't you? Sort of, which is why I've left it, which is what I want it to do. I want it to, I want the paint to do some of the work, to take the pressure off me. Nice. I've drawn his a line where his chin is, just there, but it's not defined, is it? It's not like a line in the sand that, right, that's my chin, you've got to stop there. It sort of blends in to the whatever that is, the face and the chin sort of meld in together. It's the reason I put the dark bits over here, so that when I put flesh on top, or a darker fleshy tail, it will add nice to it. Still marking that up there. Colour that I want. But what I'm doing here is, if you like, going over some of those mid-tone shades that I put on early, the bluey ones, with some flesh, and try and tease out some information. Wrong. I want it there, nice and broad. Try and put a line down there, try and define. Okay. And the picture. Try and put some tone onto these. Right, going into the nostrils, girls.
Mhm.
Oh,
I bet they're hairy, really.
oh.
Oh, don't.
Oh no.
I don't think, the nice, a nice nostril colour, a nose colour is green. Oh no, bogey green. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't like it.
yeah, it's green with some of the crimson.
Oh,
Just a little, if you add, you can mix. I'm doing it there, and it gives you a really nice nostril colour. It, you know, I've just put it in there, and it also works. Forget the rigor. Works quite nicely in the join where your lips are, where your mouth is. It's just a nice shadow, dark, intense shadowy colour. See how damp this is. I didn't think I'd made it that way. Obviously, obviously went a bit. Maybe it's a damp day and it's saying it's damp day. It's more than that. I only wanted the top a little thin line, but I will lift a bit out where highlights are. I'll have to go back over that with a bit more red later. I lift a bit of this off, put paint on, and then spend time lifting it on. And see, it's just the paint hasn't gone into the paper at all. It's just sitting there saying, please, no more. Little. Got a horrible. Sometimes when you paint something, it irritates, doesn't it? It'll be like this bit here has gone over my pencil line, and it looks like he's got a wart on his or something like that. But anyway, today I've gone subtle, but I can't say enough. Every time I repeat it over and over, that these what's it called, watercolor portraits, they change as the watercolor, as the paint dries, they change. It little nuances of the picture start appearing. That it's the way the paint soaks into the paper, or what it is. Must be something to do with it. But I don't want to put any colour over this bit, because there's, looking at the photo, the colour image that I've got here, there's it's a definite highlight goes right up here as well. Actually, it's subtle and gentle enough at this stage. You'll be able to lift it off. Just put a bit of clean water on the brush and
Just doing that.
squish it on. A little bit brown there. It's been crying. This is where makeup artist in you comes out, isn't it? Very bad, very young.
You got to spell nuisance right if you're going to put that in.
Clean water and soften it down.
I think it needs a
As it-
spell check.
As a drying, you know, I'm finding.
Oh, you're going to naturally say this, are you?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
record your message.
By marks
okay.
coming through. Camera action. Right. I'm hoping I can
Wait then and just begin.
move up here a bit now.
More time to get to the phone as well.
Well, you can set that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's still, they won't ring off straight away if they want to talk to it.
Sunshine. Oh yes, I've just stuck my hand in. Wherever is it? No. Such as just want to get soft, clean water, a little bit of softness on there.
Well, while this is going,
Mhm.
we can look at the number, right? And think, is it a hoax call? Is it?
No,
We can answer it if we want to.
you can't hear the
But-
message, I said.
No,
No, we used to in the old one.
but the nuisance calls tends to ring straight off. They just
Yeah.
put the phone down.
Yeah.
So rather than us come to run, we've got more time to get to the phone.
Let's have a bit of playtime, shall we?
Yeah, whatever.
And I thought,
This colour that I mixed up.
computer sitting there.
No, I don't think so.
Find the
Mind you, I don't know where the base is.
red in that green. Start. See this bit just called indigo. They told me to put in the palette. There's a lady online selling a water butt. I sent her a message. She wanted 20 quid. Sent a message saying you do like special discounts for OAPs. The computer just made a blurt noise. I was wondering whether that was it. They were saying on your bike or something. And, Titter, titter. Oh, this is, yeah, see, I've got the hairstyle that's on this photo. It's different to the one, the black and white one that I did, because it's sort of more pokey out. It's not the same rug. Definitely a different rug on it. So I'm gonna just sort of live with that. In my palette, I've got dirty old, smudgy, dirty, brainy colours. I'm just going to stick a bit and find people here. Yeah. Just to start the ball rolling. It's not black, it's not grey, it's not green. It's just going to settle for a minute. But the hair in his eyebrows, I'm sticking with the theme of the green and adding crimson to it. So it's going to be that really greeny, dark, reddy colour. I think a lot of it is the way the it's just the printer's printed out a bit of extra red. I think the yellow cartridge is probably gone. just put a few elements. I'm aware of that bit under his eye that needs trimming. Might be better with a little bit of this brush, probably a bit. So, what's it? Yeah, it's just that bit underneath where I've put clean brush. As I said, you'll probably find and just lift these bits down, lift a few highlights down. As the picture sort of settles down and develops over the next week. Watercolor technique, put a bit of colour down, clean water and let it soften itself out. I think it could do a little bit more red. I love these orange grays. In a different way, clean water. Just I haven't got clean water in me. Just spotted. I haven't got any clean. It's what I thought was clean water. Isn't clean. So I'll just paint with water, whatever colour it is. Okay, my hand didn't move there. Went to move it and nothing happened. I've got something. I've caught something. Now I'm a litter picker. The issue is if you do it too often, people start expecting you to do it. It becomes a I want to try it next time you're out. It gives you a real nice walk away to know that you're better. And the other people that are walking past looking at you thinking, oh, look at that. One bloke stopped and said, pass something on. Well done or something. But I knew him. I said, oi, you out there looking for Hayden? And he suddenly realised who I was. Because I used to meet him over Stampit Marsh all the time because he's one of the birders. And he did say I would have picked it up, but he had all this photographic gear and camera, and he was going totally the opposite way. So I let him on. It's just little bits of flesh that's in the palette here that's left over. It's got that I'm just using on the brush, but you can see as it's drying back, I'm getting loads of soft nuances on the colour. And areas where I thought weren't going to work, they're suddenly, it just changes. I don't know how it does it. I don't particularly want to know. But if you just clean water on your brush, you've got a bit of colour on there, just move it about. It's absolutely staggered at how. But one of the key bits is I've always got a tissue in my hand, and I keep getting this. So I'll rub an area and then rub it off in the tissue. It's not doesn't really work with the river so well. Need a bit more. But as it softens down, it changes. It melts. You'll get as it dries rather, it softens and smooths itself out, and the water does stuff. don't think I needed that there. So I can just use the tissue and brush just lift it off. There you go. And I've got the nice soft bit there. There was a bit of highlight. I think it was there. Happy Basil, yes. That was me through the day, dear. And the Samaritans were engaged. Might have later on go in, have another good look at the computer and just perhaps add some more pencil to where his ear is. Just tidy it up a bit. But I'm not really a person. But it's drying back. And we've still got that green and crimson colour in the palette. So real dark areas in the ear. Or the ear. Just put a few strokes on. Soft, subtly bits. We can just drizzle a bit of paint on.
Dave, I'm going to have to disappear.
What time are we? Not that late.
It's 11:45.
Oh, that's okay. I've still got.
And
You're on duty.
I am indeed. I'm supposed to be on holiday, but we had to cancel.
Oh,
So, yeah, my 9-year-old's not as well as he should be at the moment. So, yes, I am on duty. Anyway, I think there's going to be a challenge this week.
yeah, definitely.
So I've deliberately kept my workflow really basic. I've not done anything high risk, so I think the video, shouldn't be too difficult to follow, really.
Oh, good. Well, everybody have a good week.
Yes, and you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Yeah, okay then,
Bye.
Joyce.
Thanks. Bye then.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Just let me know. Put a line there. Well, I'm still going for the early lunch.
Good.
Quite well.
Good.
Once you get the rigger in your hand, but that theme color of green, adding green and green crimson or whatever you've got in your palette, and just using it as a really dark shadow. You add more green on it. You watch. You add more green into it. It goes decidedly dark. When I get, you can even lighten it back up by adding a bit of yellow in it. It's really strange. Then you go sort of a browny, greeny colours. It's a fascinating blend of colours to play with. What you can do with a green. Got to be a little bit, I was going to say, not cautious, but wary, aware of that. Sometimes when it dries, if you look at the picture, catch it in the right light, you think, oh, it's got green in it, right? Shows something you are. I just wanted to keep some of the mantle adapt I promised myself I wasn't going to use the fan brush, but just thought just came to me. Why don't you just use the fan brush on it? Oh no, Mrs. I need a haircut. What I did do a minute ago was put a little bit of water and brown on the eyes. Softened it down. So the bit I put in the middle, I used water just to spread it on a bit. And when it dries, we'll lift off some highlights just gently with a doodah brush. I was watching Carry On film the other day. I used to like the ones with Frankie. Just going to stick a bit more red on there. And there's a little line, a wry smile line goes in the end. Oh, it's surprising how red on the parts started to go now. I need one of those marl sticks. Might order one. So you know those sticks with the little sponge, the thing on the end, so you can point it down and rest on it. Just so you can paint over areas that are wet. Oil painters used to use them. Marl sticks, Marl, M-A-H-A, M-A-H-L, Marl. Marl. I can't say that. Or words. Farmers can't use words like that. Hair dryer. And cue action. Why did I say that? Because I put a little bit of colour on. I'm going to use a little bit of clean water to just let it squish around. So I wanted it to look like what it is. He's got those marks. So what you do, you've got a dark bit of colour, put a line of colour, show action, put clean water on your brush and just soften the line underneath. Let it spread. Let the water do some magic. Just sits there in a pot, minding its own business, getting away with goodness knows what. It's not right. I think there's an area under here. It's not, it's almost like he said everyone's the same. The lip doesn't stop where you think it is. It carries on down into the chin. It's funny. It's almost like the lip isn't small, it's much larger. I've noticed that a lot while digging. Same there. Blob dot richer colour, and then clean water and let it splish around. Try it everywhere if you want. There's a nice little bit on the nose there. A little bit of colour, squish your brush off in clean water. Just let it squish around. Chris can't do that. Not quite so easy. Get a stiffer brush. And anything, I could do a bit more. No. One thing I do notice, as that's not the colour I want. One thing I was going to say was, one thing I have noticed as the as your painting goes on, you don't need to use paint. You can just use dirty water because it's got a tone. It creates a nice tone that you can utilize. You want a subtle shadow or just a hint of colour, just stick it in dirty water and use that. Gives a nice shade. Right, I think I need just a little bit more down there. So I'm just going to do it. Might add beige tone to it. Brush. Soft brush, clean water. And just where the edges, just let it go. I like his lip, the way he's sort of painting. It feels like he's painting it at me. That's the fondant brush. I'm not going to play with this shit. I'm not going to touch it actually. Put water here and there on where his jacket is. Trust to the watercolor painting gods that his face won't bleed too much into it.
Sorry I had to leave, but that's really good. I'll see you in a mo.
You off?
Yeah, sorry, I've got some visitors here.
All right. I'll put the kettle on, force you around. Hello. Why am I doing this green? Good question. Green? Yeah, because he's got a shirt on in this picture. Stop there. Yeah. That would do. Up there a bit. Get a bit of a bit more green actually. Get that red in. Add some yellow. Too much. This brush holds so much water, it's unbelievable. Definitely that's the wrong way around. I think it should be darker this side because the light's coming from the left, isn't it? Now I'm going to add some yellow. Why? Because I put it in the palette and it's nice and new. Just to come onto the picture. Hopefully, as it dries, it will give me that sort of motley effect and brighten the feel of the image. I'm not looking. It's trouble when you paint in sat down close. You don't actually realise what it is you're painting. Not gone too close to the flesh there. There's a little faint line which I'm going to leave. Otherwise, you know what that will all blend in. Put some yellow on the brush there. The one time that you can have a bit of fun, isn't it? Colour's not that important.
Right, I'm back now. Oh, hang on. I keep phoning somebody by mistake.
Oh dear.
All right, sorry about that.
All I said was you could have put the kettle on before you left.
Yeah, no, I had a phone call from David. He's moving house,
Mr. Watkins.
and I was trying to help him out with some stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's moving to Oakhampton,
That's
of
in
all places.
Devon. That's Devon.
Mm.
It's nice there.
I can't hear you, Dave, very well.
That's in Devon.
Huh? Yeah.
It's nice there.
Yeah, it's a very nice house they're buying, you know, fingers crossed. It's a
Looks
long
nice.
way away. It's like 3 hours away, but there we are.
Almost. You'd be
It's
in
what
the
they
dark.
do.
Next.
Well, I was just waiting for you to come back, Anne, because I've got to go now. Because I'm
Oh, have
meeting
you?
Kathy.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I'm picking Kathy up, and we're going to Rob's, where he works, where he's chef. We're
Oh,
going
right.
there for
Where's that
lunch.
now?
Mordine.
Oh, right. Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, say
so
hello to them for me.
I will indeed.
Have a
And I'll
nice
see you.
lunch.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Well,
And
the
I'll see
prize
you next
not the
week.
picture is who can do the most funniest jacket.
Right.
Oh, all right then. As if that's not as challenge as it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just throw another bit into the
but
mix.
even more.
I'm done about
Okay then. I've
All
got to
right.
go.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye,
Chris.
Chris.
Have a nice
Bye.
lunch. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers. I haven't done a background because I'm not. It's too wet. I'm just going to let it sort itself out. But there's a few spots that I sell. I'll tidy up at some point. Considering I'm not even using the same. I've sketched one picture and I've painted with it using the
Who's the other?
it's been quite,
Oh gosh.
quite good fun. This.
Mm.
Well, you'll be all right. You'll be
Yeah.
fine. Something to do. Well, I think I meant to. You can never, hardly ever finish the painting how it's going to end up anyway. But it's the process, isn't it? We're part there.
Mm.
The structure. Some of this off. Okay. Clean tissue tape. Yes, please. I'll get through packets of these from Andy tissue.
Tissues.
Well, they're great as well because they've got straight lines when they come out. So you can sort of direct it quite succinctly. The one thing I can't really do now, till it dries off, what I will do is which makes all the difference, is lifting, putting a highlight, you know, reflection in the eyes.
Mm.
I won't do it now, but because the tendency is to use white. Well, I don't want to use white. I just want to use, I want to wait till it dries and then I'll use a, I love this jacket. I want to put some shadow, which is sticking to our theme. Where his shirt sort of meets. It'll look really nice. Button here as well. Still pretty runny. Drawing back really well. Come on.
Wait, it's my foot again. Thank you.
Just a matter of looking at that picture. But it'll dry. It'll dry. It'll be. What's this say? The hairdresser used to come in. Is that right, Dave? No, don't worry. It'll be right when it's washed.
Mhm.
It's portrait doodle, really.
Mm.
A little bit more. No. Put in. Oh, it's upside down. Stood up. Lift that. We do. Just push that up to there. It's here. This is dark, isn't it? Yeah. What's it look like? Oh, it's not too bad.
Oh, it's good.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Looks very
Mm.
much like him.
Yeah. That's a
Oh.
challenge.
Yeah.
I think it's going to. I think I'm going to stop there for an early look
Yeah.
Yeah.
and let it dry off a bit.
Yeah.
Then add some more. I have to look at the image of the reference image a bit. See if I
Yeah.
just tidy up. You can see just by using clean water on the brush,
Oh.
move things around and tidy them up.
Mm. Right, I'm going to have to pop off now. All right, Dave, thanks a lot.
Nice to see
All
you all
right.
again.
Yeah,
Bye,
and
Carol.
you.
Next
Good
week.
luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And you.
Oh no, I'm not here next week. I got an appointment
Oh.
with the doctor.
Oh,
Alright.
well, good luck for that anyway. Okay, then. See you soon.
All
Yeah,
right,
bye.
bye.
Bye. Thanks a
Bye.
lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Whew.
Well, I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Well,
Well,
It's just come
I'm
back.
here, Dave. What happened?
Welcome back.
Yeah. You've
Oh,
missed it
sorry.
all.
I got old Frank's still here.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I like the coat. No, you,
Oh. I don't know whether
Very
it'll
good.
end up like that later, but
Does look like him.
It does,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, it's very good.
Mm,
it's,
Got pouting lips.
mm.
Yeah.
well, you can only go so far with these things. I've really, the way I paint is I'll do it like this, and that's, I don't know, 70%, maybe 80 at a push, and the next the next, you know, tomorrow when it's dry, we'll change it, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think you need to change much this time.
No, I
Not
don't
change,
either.
No.
yeah, change is the wrong
No.
word, just to add more,
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
you know.
Bit more
And plus
depth.
the fact I've been using I've sketched one a black and white picture which I didn't print out, just an outline of it,
Mm.
and using the other one as some totally different, two different pictures.
Mm.
So hopefully I'll
Yeah.
get, I don't know.
No. It does look like Frankie Howard.
It does, definitely.
The only comment I'd make, Dave, is the actual picture that we're seeing has got a parallax error. It's tapered down at the bottom. It always throws me a bit.
Oh.
You get what I mean? Because of the angle.
Yeah, yeah,
coming
the
down.
angle of the camera, I suppose.
Yeah.
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 We get used to it. It's because you just pop in.
Yeah, that's a bit more. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, he was looking very as if he was sucking a lemon.
Well, he does.
Yeah, I know he does. Even more so.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's a start. I
Mm.
think I prefer the other one myself. The doodle I did last night.
No.
No,
No.
definitely sucking a lemon on that one.
Well, I'm fed up with using other people's way they've done it. I've at some point you've got to say, look, cobblers do all this. Let's just paint how you
Your own
feel,
thing.
how you want to do
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
And I think I've almost got to a point where I've worked out a little routine, which is not far off what I've done today. And I think all the portraits I do in future will follow this
Yeah.
start.
Well, it's your style, isn't it?
Mm.
It's just yeah, as I said, we're painting watercolors, but I have bought those what are they called, those PAS, PAS,
Hmm?
yes, Japanese watercolor.
Hi.
Gouache.
Time I was here, something went wrong, didn't it?
They're neat. They're not watercolors. They're a blend of watercolor and
Oh, and gouache.
gouache.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw those. I was looking through Jackson's. Any good?
I like them.
Yeah. It would give it more body.
Well, doesn't that make it almost into student quality paints?
No, they're really expensive.
Yeah, well, it's the same. It's student quality is filler in it, isn't it?
No, they're really expensive. Japanese watercolors are different to ours. Their whole way they create them is different to us.
Mm.
But I used it a lot. That in my palette I've got indigo that I've used from those PAS ones, and that's been in there for weeks now. It never goes, it dries, but it comes back to life ever so quick.
Mm. Well, let us know how you get on with them.
Well, what I was going to say was that as the palette as that palette, the way that the workflow I'm going through at the moment, the only thing that's going to likely to change is I'm going to start introducing those into it.
Yeah, yeah.
They've got the
Be
same
interesting to see.
because you don't need that many different colors.
No,
For
no,
them.
not really.
I've got some on the thing here. That's it there.
Oh yeah,
Those are the colors, probably all the colors you need,
they're
which
quite
is
bright.
yellow. Well, they look fairly bright, but you can mix from this blue, crimson, and yellow. You can mix all those other colors with.
Yeah, yeah,
They're the three primary colors. And if you look at the palette that I use now, anyway, the only colors I use are the yellow, the blue, and that anyway.
yeah, that's right.
Well, just for a giggle, I use either the June, the sandy color,
Yeah, that June you like, don't you?
but I use that as a base to make
Yeah.
the tones or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's
I want.
quite opaque, that June.
It does tend to be.
Yeah,
It's quite fun as well. Doesn't look very peachy at the moment, but it's got green in it. But that can give you equally a lovely skin tone,
yeah,
especially if you clean it out, get all the green out of it.
yeah. I didn't see what you used for skin tone today. Why
I
it did
I
disappear.
did two different ways. I started off using the flesh tint and adding, which was the Petersburg paint,
Oh right.
and adding red to it,
Yeah.
or the crimson, and that
Needs
gives
a bit of yellow, doesn't it, in flesh?
And the other one I did was used raw sienna
Oh right.
and then add a little bit of rose to it,
Yeah.
and that will give you fresh tones. That's I think if I'm honest, that's as good a one to start as any.
Yeah. That
Okay.
looks a bit heavy.
Then you can add yellows back to it. You get a myriad of
Yeah.
tones, but it's quite nice to start off with.
Yeah, no, it looks very natural today on the screen.
So I think the thing to bear in mind, or try and concentrate on, is the method, which is like, start off, you do your pencil sketch, and when you pencil sketch, look at the image and think there's shadow there, there's definitely,
Yeah.
areas that are darker tone. Make sure you make a point of those with your pencil, and
Yeah.
then start off and paint those using the neutral tone, which is blue and crimson together, gives you that sort of neutral bluey tone. And you can paint all around those, your eye sockets as well. Sometimes you get really dark eye sockets, painting them, using it, and paint all of that in. You can let it dry if you want, and then put a light flesh tone. The lighter, like I said earlier, look at the picture and look for the lightest color, whatever it is. Well, in our case, we're looking for the lightest flesh tone, and paint the whole flipping face with that tone. And then look at it again and say, right, there's some highlights there, which you can lift that off.
Yeah.
Use a dry brush and a tissue and just lift off, so you get highlights, don't you? You get them, you'll get highlights like down the bridge of the nose, cheek there, where you're looking in the light. On the forehead, there's usually some there, so you've got that, the whole face part. Don't make the eye, don't go in the eyes, obviously, but the whole face is that very pale, lightest flesh tone.
Yeah.
Lift off those highlights, and from that moment on, all you're doing is adding a bit more crimson.
Well, you put in blue shadows, didn't you?
You're making your flesh tone in your palette a little bit darker and darker and darker, and gradually building up the shadows, the darkers on there as well. Especially where you put those blue bits early on,
Yeah.
those neutral tints, neutral tones, you put flesh over the top of those, and then you'll get that nice roundness, fullness. It does work. There's nothing new in it. It's not, we haven't rediscovered it. It's what the old masters,
Yeah.
Da Vinci and
Been doing it for
Hannah,
years.
they were all using that technique. They used to paint the
Yeah.
whole figure green, and then add, you know, greeny blue, teal color. But the beauty of that, doing it that way, is you don't have to use, I'm using cobalt, turquoise and alizarin crimson to give me that neutral tint. And if I want to make it darker, add a little bit of green to it. But you doesn't have to be that. It can be, as I say, you've got burnt sienna and blue, but it could be antelope brown and green, or, you know, some other way of getting a neutral tone. And you developed your own method. It could be, look at raw sienna and a color, raw sienna and the alizarin crimson and a touch of blue. That'll do it. You'll get that neutral, I was going to say but if you look at your skin, your arm, or anywhere, it's not all pink, it's not all white, it's not all dark brown. There's like a neutralness about it. So they were very clever, these guys, and that's not changed. Just by doing that, if I look at I've just done that, and if I look there, sorry, wrong arm. If I look there, that's just that's like a grey colour to my eyes.
Yeah.
But if I look at it, it's a sort of yellow skin colour.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for. That's what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, that's the challenge. Right, time for luncheon. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dave.
Good day again.
Thank you.
Enjoyed that one.
Yeah, we've done a good job.
Yeah, sorry we disappeared halfway, but we're back. Okay, well,
Right,
I won't see you next week.
Oh no, you won't, will you?
Well, we might say hello before we go.
Right, okay.
No, we won't, because the dog's got to go in for his operation as well.
Oh right.
And he goes early.
Day, then.
Yeah. So
good luck with that.
See you next week. Okay.
Right. See you in the week after.
Yeah.
And
cheers.
you. Bye. Thanks very much, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Sure.